Good evening. I'm Patricia Malone with the CTV News Update. As unemployment claims spike and family income shrink because of COVID-19, food insecurity has become a widespread issue. Yet as CTV's Keisha Butts reports, many local organizations are pitching in to help.
We've all seen the familiar scenes across the nation and across the county. People lined up in cars waiting for food packages. Local organizations from churches to nonprofits are giving back to make sure that no one goes hungry. In Greenbelt recently, more than a dozen Hindu American groups joined the school district to give away 600 bags of free groceries to families in need.
We are all one big family, and when this situation of COVID hit us, we as a Hindu community wanted to do something, particularly in the community that we live in Prince George's, because a lot of us live here. I have a small business in this place. I live in this place. Our temple is here.
As more than 100 cars waited to receive cereal, spaghetti, and other food products, residents say it's been hard.
My parents are both having to work now, as usually before just my dad, so definitely a big help without having to put a lot of stress on us and just being able to get the extra help.
We're glad that we're able to come together as a community and still support and help one another.
Meantime, nonprofit Sisters United is giving away free hot meals on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at the Evangel Assembly of God in Temple Hills.
My husband came home from the hospital last night with COVID. I prepared his breakfast. This, I told the young lady who works in this organization, will be lunch and dinner. I'm not poor. I don't claim poorness, but I'm happy to have assistance when it's needed.
It's actually great. I mean, since I can't cook every day for my clients, and both of my businesses are primarily non-operational at this time, I'm really grateful to be able to do this for the community.
If you want to give back, the county's Office of Community Relations is accepting non-perishables, baby supplies, medical supplies, cash donations, or whatever you're willing to give. The donations will go to seniors, disabled persons, and low-income families. If you would like to donate, call 301-952-4729 or email covid19-relief@co.pg.md.us. This is Keisha Butts with CTV News.
The regional housing market started out strong in March, but with the arrival of COVID-19, sales and listings have gone down.
The month may have started out strong, but it ended weak. Housing sales in the region dipped in March 16% compared to March of 2019. In D.C., the number of new contracts were down 18%. In Prince George's County, the number of contracts were down 20%. I spoke with real estate agent Damon Downing. He says some areas are doing better than others.
There are fewer properties, but again, they're in the, I'll call, hot neighborhoods that where you can walk to amenities. Those neighborhoods are still seeing multiple offers.
Well, Downing says he's concerned with companies like Twitter that announced that its employees can work from home indefinitely. He says if this becomes a trend, it could have a lasting impact on commercial real estate. Patty?
Thanks, Byron. Well, the governor tonight begins easing restrictions on retailers and churches, allowing many to open at 50% capacity. But that's not the case in Prince George's and other large counties where local stay-at-home orders remain in place. Meantime, Prince George's continues to call on the state for COVID-19 assistance. As she announced an extension of the stay-at-home order yesterday, County Executive Angela Ossobrook said she needs more resources from Annapolis, more COVID-19 tests, more PPEs, and contact tracers.
We are very willing to continue to work with the governor, our federal partners, and anybody else who can help us do so safely. So again, I don't have any time or interest in blaming anybody, but what I do need is for us to have those resources so I can say in good conscience to the people here who trust me that it is okay, safe for you to go back into these spaces, and that's all we need.
Fun and leisure days at the pool won't happen for many this summer. Katira Jones explains.
Families looking forward to taking a dip or splash in a county pool this summer will have to come up with some alternative plans. The Prince George's Department of Parks and Recreation announces that it will not open any of its pools because of the spread of COVID-19.
Our ability to operate and manage the pools in a way that's safe for our staff and safe for patrons is our number one priority. And right now, just as the local and state governments and the CDC are not really sure when that time frame is going to be. We are not either, so we are not able to say what date specific that will be. So right now, the pools are also closed indefinitely.
The county currently runs 13 facilities that have swimming pools. Patty?
Well, the coronavirus pandemic rained on many celebrations that Laurel was planning for its 150th anniversary this year, but now a new book is out that highlights the city's history.
There was actually a very rich history of the old Negro Leagues semi-pro in Prince George's County. And Laurel had a team. They were sometimes usually called the Laurel Stars, sometimes called the Laurel All-Stars, but it was the same team. And they played for decades in Laurel's black community called the Grove.
On September 10th, 2001, we have seen receipts from the terrorist that most people recognize, Muhammad Atta, was at Laurel Shopping Center at the Giant making a wire transfer, again, just the day before the attacks. And you had teams staying at the Valencia Motel, the old Pindell Motel, which is no longer there, also the Turf Motel, which is still in business.
And to order the commemorative book, you can go to laurel@150.com.
Hi everybody, welcome to this CTV Sports Report. All week we've been previewing tonight's big documentary, Basketball County. It's in the water, about playing basketball here in Prince George's County. We've talked about recruiting Division I athletes. We've talked about these players being scouted for the NBA. But what was it like to play high school basketball or coach basketball here in Prince George's County?
It was always competitive. There was never a night off. There was never a day off. If basketball is what you wanted to do with your life and you wanted to use basketball, it was a full-time 24-hour job. And I say that because it was a mental thing where if I was sleeping, I always felt like Chris Wright was working. And we were friends, but we were competitors just within the area. Adrian Bowie, I mean, the guys I was in the same class with, it was something competitive. But
I play against Don Reed. And, now you look back, that's two future NBA guys playing against each other. I played against Walt Williams. That's two NBA guys playing against each other. So it's pretty funny how that played out. But at the end of the day, the Prince George's County and my time coming up, so I was coming up really getting heavy into the competitive part of basketball from like 6th grade on. So that was the early 80s all the way to 1990. And it was the hotbed. It was a recruiting hotbed. I mean, Duke, North Carolina, all the ACC schools, Big East schools were coming to Friendly to watch me play, watching all the guys in that era.
Basketball has been like the fabric of the community of Prince George's County. Everyone knows about Prince George's County because of the fabulous NBA players, the foreign stars that we have, and also the Division I players that have gone on to compete in the NC2A. So Prince George's County has done a marvelous job of putting basketball on the map.
We just have a certain chip on our shoulders or a certain mentality that if a guy has a name, if a guy is supposed to be good, or if the matchups or the game is supposed to be a high-level game, we rise to the occasion.
And that is your CTV Sports Report.
And that's your news update for this Friday, May 15th. I'm Patricia Vallone. Have a great weekend.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.